Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hand of Fate. Let's move on to the next story.
The more you play, the more I wonder.
The more I play, the more I feel like the things have gotten brighter in the background and something is different now. Over there on the left, he no longer has a goblet of wine or whatever it was. It's some kind of staff. I wonder if that changes back when we go to story mode. After we beat this guy, we will get, I assume, another upgrade, which will probably increase the damage of some of the lesser creatures to keep them in play. I think that kind of is the reason why bandits and skeletons, who we fought in the first section, they'd be super easy to defeat without an increase in their damage. And I think everything will come up to like a level 3 of everything. So we're taking on the Jack of Scales. We'll have a mana drain, cooldown times for weapons and artifacts are doubled, last man standing. In every combat, the last enemy alive can no longer be stunned or interrupted. That's gonna be interesting.
The suit of scales are represented by these lizard men. Quiet, patient, lethally subtle and coldly intelligent. Of all the creatures I have incarnated as suits, these please me the most.
So he likes the scales. So we need our re-recommendation. Let's see what they're gonna leave out this time. Tons of weapons. I still am not certain why it seems like we keep 3 of everything. Maybe that's the maximum, so if you wanted 3 swords in your deck, you could have that. But I don't know if you're ever going to have 3 Frosty Fangs in your deck. Seems like we've done a lot of this equipment. There's only a couple things we haven't done. Feathered Ice was one of the ones we got. We equipped this one for 5 seconds and then lost it. Ring of Justice. Ring of Poverty. We don't know what that does. We're getting rid of the medium armor. Let's see. This doesn't ever change, so it's kind of funny you can even manipulate it here. A Wife's Fury we still haven't used. We're going to do Goblin Kings 3 and hope that's still good. Culling of the Ratmen and the Devil's Contest we both wanted to do. Noble Trader, we didn't do that one right. We didn't get the White Minotaur either time or the Lone. Last time there was a lot of gold based things and we had no gold because of a curse we had. The Ratmen. If I could get rid of the Ratman, that would be great. Mr. Lionel, the Maiden, the Twisted Canyon, all of those potentially should be eliminated for other things because we've just got so many other things that we need thrown in here. Each one of these is some storyline that we're not even moving forward on, and these are just the same. But I guess I just want to play with the recommended, and we'll probably go into like an endless mode if we never actually get these things done. Notice how they're separating the encounters here from the new and the old. So any of these new ones, we'll eventually get to them. Let's play.
You have taken one of my symbols, but now we begin to play in earnest. My scepter is at stake, and I do not intend to lose it.
Oh, that's right. I took a goblet card from it, and so this is like his wager up there in the top left.
Scales. I have saved the lizard men for now, but the stakes have been raised. There is no weapon I will not use against you.
Interesting. See, and he says he's raising the stakes, but we're really only about halfway through. the story mode, so it's only gonna get more intense every time. 2 curses. So if I get 2 blessings, what happens? Can I knock one out? I don't think I can. This is an interesting setup we have. Let's just go here. The maiden. She stops to greet you. What do I want? Ask to be blessed. By whatever strength my people yet hold, may you be protected on your journey. So I have a will of the gods. At the start of combat, a random opponent is highlighted. If that creature is the first to die, then it pops out 5 gold, which the player may collect. Interesting. I was hoping for gold. Loan.
You cannot come to this table with debts outstanding. Win this and claim my token.
Does he have enough? Give him 10 gold. Yes. The shopkeeper gratefully accepts your gold. You won't regret this. So, gold payback.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
So, after 10 steps, the player draws 3 gold cards. Interesting. I imagine with the loan card, there's also a 50% chance that he doesn't do gold payback, and instead you just lose your money. Embertown Hero. See, we did this one. Ask him about his trouble. And we go to Embertown Hero again. And we'll go do this one.
I like nothing more than the chance to see how you handle yourself in these circumstances.
Let's accept this time. So I'm looking for huge success. Only got success. The dealer gets 1 game card then. So instead of fighting them and getting a ring, I ran a chance instead of and got 20 gold. It would have been better to fight him. Move forward. Now.
I appreciate your efforts. I worked hard on this game. It is a pleasure to see you play. A ship at dock is worth nothing until it sails.
See, that's almost like a great thing for every game and every game developer to say. Traveling jeweler. Let's see what they've got. I only have 20 gold. I bet I won't be able to afford much. I'm always weirded out by the dog barking. It's not every time though. It just seems kind of silly. Do I have any items to sell? Not really. How about we buy some food? That was probably a useful thing. So it just expanded, but it does seem like it may have knocked out a curse too. I don't think that's the case. It's just if I got 1 more blessing, it almost feels like, now see the way it shows it there, it's obvious that all the curses are still being applied. It's just being animated in a strange way. See, they thought of several different ways to animate it, and it looks cool and all, but it doesn't actually show the right amount of information until you realize how it works. The Dead King's
The
Hall.
king is one of the players in our great mystery, yet here he lies, dead and unforgiven. His time is now long past.
It's an ancient ornate coffin. It may hold spectacular wealth. Draw 2 monster cards. 3 of dust, 2 of scales. Attempt to take him by surprise? Yes. Huge success. Failure. You're spotted when they approach. The creatures ready themselves for combat. What that really changes, I don't know. It's probably not worth it to sit here and actually watch this cutscene. Gotta pay attention here. Taking quite a bit of damage. These scale guys are not in the... They're strong. Too strong. I'm in trouble. I'm down to 41. I've got nothing here. Wow. Wowie wowie. I need massive improvements in my cards. I need to get like 3 equipment cards immediately.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Berserker armor.
Blood certainly incites fury, I've found. Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Like, and I could go back to this card and maybe buy something, but I don't think so. Good fortune, 15 gold. 15 gold. 40 gold. Okay, so I need to survive this fight and then run back.
Our old friend the Jack of Plague returns to fight another day.
It's just Jack of Plague. Hopefully. I'm down to 17 health. And I take it. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse. So death finally occurred. I figured.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again. I, too, would rather die than face the Jack of Scales.
For loaning gold to the merchant, you receive marketplace. So that was 14 minutes. We gotta start again.
I'm beginning to admire your methods, brutal as they are. I would have done things differently.
So...
Will it be you who buckles first? It will not be my hero.
Update my deck just in case there's something slightly different.
Everything in the Jack's domain is slower, but more deadly than you've been accustomed to.
Interesting.
What brings
I
you
think
to
that
play
was
the
a
game?
hint.
Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
So what's different here is the layout and the cards. So some of the stuff, if not a lot of the stuff, is random. Come down to get the weapon. An improved weapon right at the start.
A choice. Select your desire.
Would help. Life Slim 27. Plus left bump to inflict a curse of weakening on enemies close to you. Strike a cursed enemy for bonus damage. This also removes the curse. I'll certainly take it. Mr. Lionel. Ask him what he needs. Let's see, Mr. Lionel brandishes the staff, smacks you on the head. When you come to, you find yourself in a place you don't recognize with a blanket tucked comfortably around you. Ah, so he moved me around and then give me the item that time. Interesting.
Not a good day to be in Stiegel. So few are.
So now we have this new marketplace card.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
You arrive at the town of Stiegel on market day. The markets are selling food today. You may offer some gold in the market and see how much food is worth today. Attempt to steal food from the market. Bid half your gold. Only have 10 gold. Let's bid half my gold. You deliver your gold to the markets and wait for the trading to finish. The card's token is now yours. A man approaches you with a sack containing the food and gold you managed to secure. So either huge failure or success. Success? You open the bag to discover some food. The dealer draws one food game card. So 5 food for 5 gold.
Another token brings you closer
That's
to
actually
your goals.
a very good deal. Let's move forward. Ladder escape, that's new. The weird thing here is you really would have to look at the cards to play this. So you could certainly make a card game like this in the real world, but you couldn't do it through just random chance on everything. You'd have to specifically know where the ladder escape in this case is and place it in the correct place. To continue forwards, you must descend down the ladder and into the unknown. Climb the ladder. So no penalty really for dying.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
So we're gonna walk into this Devil's Carnival again and try to escape this time. Skip a lot of this dialogue. We need a huge success. There we go. Cheers and guests draw you into a tent. Inside you discover a number of spectacles being performed by costume artists. We need a huge success again. Along the back of the large tent, you discover a row of cages. Strange creatures look at you mournfully through the bars. You stop at the side of the beast with the body of a lion and the head of a man. Please help me, the beast exclaims. I was born a man, but then I came here and they did this to me. You open the cage and the beast jumps out, saying, Bless you, stranger. I may live out my days as an animal, but at least I won't have to perform for these devils. Draw one blessing card. So now whenever
Very
I eat
nice
food,
indeed.
I get twice the healing. And the card's token is mine. So I don't think I'd want to do the Devil's Carnival ever again. So that's one that to do once, succeed at it, get the token, and never do it again. It's too dangerous. I lost an equipment piece last time. I'm gonna go this way. Treasure chest.
Open the chest, see what it contains. I'm curious.
So I'm trying to do a little bit more of an accelerated thing here. If we've read things before, I'm just kind of skipping them. Ooh, failure. Move forward carefully, but suddenly hear it click. The room begins to fill with the deadly gas. Well, I guess I have to attempt to escape the gas. Now, there's no huge success here. You make your way through the clouds, coughing out some dangerous gas once you make it to the other side. The dealer draws one pain card. Lose 5 max health.
Oh dear.
That's new? The treasure chest looks battered but still intact. What treasure might it hold? Yeah, I'm still playing, so I might as well try to pry it open.
Choose from these options.
Mighty Heave, it opens. The dealer gives you 4 gain cards. Draw 2, select 1. Well, I would take the Consuming Shame, but I want to see what the Angel's Wing is. The helm imbues the wearer with greater movement speed.
There is little material gain to be made.
I like greater movement speed. More gold. Draw 3, keep 1. Let's see. I think I'll take Feathered Ice. I'm not sure exactly which one of these does what, but I think that's the right move. During combat, press right bump to create a blast of freezing ice centered around the adventurer. Nice. 15 gold. There's the cave mouth. Now, it doesn't make sense for me to do that quite yet. I want to keep exploring. The little figurines are cool, but it doesn't make a lot of sense as a one-player game. There's no multiplayer I've seen in all of this. It would make a lot more sense if there was more characters. A wife's fury.
You are braver than I if you're willing to get involved in a marital dispute. We play for a token now.
Let's see. When traveling through a small town, you're accosted by a furious woman who shouts at you from the door of a homestead. You there. You look like you can handle yourself. My husband was supposed to be home hours ago, but instead he's with his pals drinking away all our coin. They left the spoils from their latest job here. If you go and teach him a lesson, you can take your pick. Let's see. Go to the tavern and confront the husband. Oh, we'll teach him a lesson, but we won't hurt him. Too bad. Now, here's someone with some sense. I would go crack his skull myself, but our dragon cow is birthing a litter, and I might burn the whole place down. Dragon cow. Interesting concept. You find the woman's husband.
We meet the Jack again. Did you think him done before? Oh, no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top. As are we all.
So, the wife is the Jack of Dust. The husband is the jack of dust. You corner the woman's husband at the local tavern. He's busy playing a drinking game with his friends. Join him in his drinking game or threaten him. Well, a jack of dust and a 3 of dust would probably not be impossible to beat, but I wonder what we could do if we could talk him down. That was my thought. Let's join him in his drinking game. Let's see what happens. Maybe we can get him drunk, lower the card cost. Huge failure. The man must have put something in your drink because quickly you fall unconscious. The card's token is now yours. You wake up to a nearby dog with no ditch with no gold. Man, this font. They need to be careful with that. You wake up in a nearby ditch with no gold.
Poor
Plus 40
Jack.
gold.
His place is so much lower than ours. He merely repeats the same motions over and over, incapable of change.
See, and that was what I was going for. Traveling healer's not going to do me any good because I don't have any gold, so just pass it by. So that was a valid way to solve that encounter. I don't think, again, that would be an encounter I'd want to keep in my deck. It's... As you leave the cave, you're attacked. Is that because I didn't do any fighting on this level at all? Is there a minimum amount of fights you have to do just to keep the game interesting? I wouldn't be surprised if there is something like that. I need these scales out of the picture. This freezing attack works really well. Oops. So, yeah, I don't think I'd want to get rid of that freezing attack. That seems to work rather well. 2 gains cards. Some extra health. Some extra food.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Let's move forward. Helpful priest. You meet a wandering priest who greets you friendly manner. Give the priest your food. Sure. We're looking for a huge success here. Failure. He begins to mumble some words, then seems to stop and think. He repeats this a few times, then gives up and walks away. Draw 1 curse card. Oh man. In combat, the player's movement speed is
Let us
reduced.
see how you progress with that millstone around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
That is something you certainly don't want to have happen. You don't want to get curses. Like, I have no gold again. So pass it by. Song of the Minotaur. So I'm not going to be able to pay him anyway, so I might as well just fail, like, now. What's a huge failure on this? Pay the part or your gold. Refuse. So move forward again. The battle at Booktop.
These places are rife with power. It is not chance that you should meet a warlock here. Again, a token is at stake.
A light draws you to the nearby hilltop where you see a warlock disappear into a cloud of sulfur, leaving behind his summoned minions. Draw 2 monster cards. 2 of Skulls, 6 of Plague. Let's attack. Let's go ahead and skip this. I gotta say, I love this. This is great. Freezes everybody on the screen. Nice. Did I just lose that card though? Can I only use it a certain number of times? Is that the trick? Well, if that's the case, then I'm in trouble. 15 health.
More health to work with. Much good mate do you.
More gold. As you climb down the other side of the hill, you spy what looks like the remains of an ancient temple on a nearby hilltop. The card's token is yours now.
It is yours. You can take it.
And it seems like you never lose tokens. Seems like once you've got them, you've got them. So, we're at the 30-minute mark, and we're halfway through our second attempt at this one. And that's where I said I was going to end it, so I am just going to end it here. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.